My name is Mr. Drysdale, and I'm here to talk about the Productions Tech audition instructions. So, we're going to start right here on our website. This is where you would start if you were looking for everything that has to do with the program and everything that has to do with the audition requirements in order for you to come into our program. So, I'm just going to go right to our tab where you can find all of this. So, you can see arts sitting here at the top. And we're going to just drop down to where it says new IAP applicants right there. And then that will take us to our new applicants page, which will give us everything that we need to know about our auditions, including the dates for submission for the application, the dates for the digital submissions that are required for this, and the dates for our the interviews. In this case, for Productions Tech, there is no interview required. But if you are auditioning for anything else, there will be an interview scheduled at a later time after January 27th, around there. But for Productions Tech, we are not doing an interview because your digital submission will actually cover that. So as I scroll down, you can see there is a link to all of those dates I just mentioned. And right near the top, you're going to find the actual application, where you need to have your latest report card and your OEN number ready to go before you actually fill that out. There's the confidential character reference from a teacher that you'd like to fill out. You just send them that link. And there's also the link for the fee that you have to pay. And finally, number 4, this is the form that you're going to be using when you submit your completed works. Just to highlight, January 11th is the date for these 3 things, 1, 2, and 3, due on January 11th. And then number 4, that's the actual digital work that you've created. That will be due on January 24th. So also notable are a couple of odd things like a checklist. If you go into that, you'll see if you like a checklist to keep yourself organized. Try that document out. It might help you. Also, there's what your grade 9 year might look like in terms of what classes you will take. And then finally, this can come in handy for anyone that would like to look as good as possible and sound as great as possible in their recording. There are some tips that our own paraprofessional recording engineer has put together for us, and he has some great tips that he placed in that document to help you have the best possible audition video. So those are all just tips and tricks that you can use once you know what you're going to do. So I'm scrolling past all of our majors. Each one of these provides detailed instructions of how to audition. And you can see right here, Productions Tech Audition Instructions. That's what we're going to click on. And here we are. So join us in discovering your potential. Production technology is a unique major. Unlike other majors that have congregated classes, as a production technology major, you will have a number of course options to choose from as you steer this major to your personal interests. We want to help you find your academic and creative excellence. We strive to be inclusive, enabling, socially responsible, and value-driven, while being relevant to the wider arts community. The IAP Art program will offer you the chance to improve on your skills and knowledge, as well as to learn about a full range of arts and technologies in different mediums. We will help you explore the different arts and tech areas as you develop your portfolio, your abilities, and your creative thinking. So the format of your audition will be digital, and there's going to be a couple of things that you're submitted. So one will be an all about me video. Another will be an all about me roles breakdown. And the third thing will be an interpretation piece. And I'm going to just describe each one. So the all about me video is you creating a video that features you speaking and shows you in 3 different locations and shows you performing 3 different actions. So this will help us get to know you. The technical requirements for this video, we need to see integration of a minimum 2 pieces of software. So we'd like to know that you have some understanding of software beyond simply recording one straight take. For example, you may choose to record the sound and video separately, then combine them in editing software. The sound can be dialogue, music, or ambient sound effects using any recording device you have access to, including your phone. Editing software can include WeVideo, iMovie, or other open source software that you have available. Sound quality should be good. Make sure that any dialogue is loud enough, clear, and balanced, and try to avoid disruptive background noise. The video should be 60 to 90 seconds. Finally, submit your video in MP4 format, which is normally the format that you end up with when you just render a video. So you have some resources here. You're free to use other free resources, but we encourage you to use these because we've tried them out and they work well. So those are just for adding sound effects to help accentuate your video in some way. So the All About Me roles breakdown is a written summary of your planning process for your All About Me video from 3 different perspectives because you're playing different roles when you create this video. So you're the camera operator, you're the sound technician, and you're the editor. Um, you're going to write 5 sentences explaining what you did for each role. And if you'd like to talk a little bit about your role as a script writer and as an actor, feel free. Um, Please include which software applications you used to create the video. So the requirements for this roles breakdown is 1 paragraph or a minimum of 5 complete sentences. Evaluators are looking for specific examples of preparation work done to complete this video. Submit your roles breakdown in MS Word, Google Doc, Google Slideshow, or PDF format. You may also submit behind the scenes photos, sketches, or any other evidence of your process work, although this is not required. When we get down to number 3, we'll see that there's a branch off type of activity. So this is called the interpretation piece. It's open-ended media. So you can basically, well, we'll give you some examples, but you'll see that you can kind of do what you want here. So what we need to see from you is an artistic work that expresses the feeling or illustrates details from this passage. So you go ahead and read that passage and maybe jot down some notes of things that might come to mind and brainstorm and figure out what you will end up doing to represent that passage. So the requirements for this interpretation are as follows. Sorry, my mouse is being kind of weird. It keeps scrolling up and down. I guess losing its battery, but here we go. Requirements for the interpretation. Interpret the passage using media you feel comfortable working with and that highlights your creativity. Submit digital copies of your work that show details of your interpretation. For 3D work, submit multiple images from different angles. Include a brief description about the process you use to create your interpretation. Discuss the originality of your work and why you decided to do the interpretation in this manner. So examples of media you can use are recorded or produced soundscape, song, or spoken word work created by you. So whether it's a WAV or MP3, that's up to you. It could be a photo essay. So you take photos and assemble them and edit them in a way that illustrates what's happening in that paragraph. Could be a slideshow or a collage or similar. You could create an animation if you like, a short film if you like. Painting or sketching a drawing could work for this. Any sort of traditional media like that. Could be a craft or a fabric creation or a diorama or a model. So you got a lot of choices there. The evaluation criteria will be just for us to see your ability to take production technology courses at the enhanced level. You will be assessed on your level of preparedness for the audition, your ability to follow instructions when completing the tasks, and your skill level. The audition panel is looking for creativity, technical knowledge, and some understanding and ability to manipulate software beyond simply using basic apps or a phone or a Chromebook. We would like to see that you are passionate about productions technology, comfortable with a variety of mediums, and willing to try new things and take risks within an artistic environment, as well as other arts areas. So if you're someone who's auditioning for any other grade other than grade 9, just follow those instructions above and be clear about what grade you're auditioning for in your audition. Please also submit something else you've created and tell us why you're proud of it and how you created it in your choice of any medium or media. And it does not have to be something newly created for the audition. For example, you may find one file that contains photos and text, a video file, or separately clearly labeled files, but please be sure to include the explanation either within the video or as an added attachment. And please take note, all presentations must be appropriate for the school environment, so that includes just language being appropriate and just following school rules in general.